back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this concludes our 8 o'clock newscast, but before we go, we have something special for you. We have a little documentary about how rap is misconceived in our society today. This is just a short little preview. You can check the whole thing out at newsflash.com. Here it is.
In our quest to find out why rap is so misinterpreted in our society today, I'm going to start off by interviewing a few people that had a big influence in rap. First on our first list was DJ 4N. He's been the biggest DJ in today's hip hop music, and he's had a cup 4 times Grammy winner. In a few minutes with him, as he was busy, is going to let us know what's going on in today's rap.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good.
Come in. So what we got planned for today, man? How can I help you?
How you doing today, DJ 4N?
Not bad. Just working on my new album right now. You know, we got some hot stuff coming out. It's gonna be blazing, so make sure you look out for it.
All right. Well, as you know, I'm a big fan of yours, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
We're basically here today. As you know, most people has been misinterpreting rap. Do you think hip hop right now is misinterpreted?
Oh yes, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt it's misinterpreted, and I think there's a lot of reasons for it. I think like 3 main reasons is because first, people think it's too violent. Also, they say it degrades women, and third, they say it encourages the use of drugs and alcohol. But if you really look at other genres of music, the same thing happens. Like rock, the same thing. There's a lot of violence in it, especially like punk rock, and also there's even the Beatles. They had some songs that maybe they're not as open about their violence, but they're still violent in nature. Also, it does encourage the drug use and alcohol, but so do a lot of other genres of music. So we're not the only one. We're not the only ones that these two factors come into the music, but people are just making it a big deal because we are more open about it. And also, I think there's some other minor issues like rap is relatively a new genre, so it's definitely gonna face up. People that are not liking it the same way as rock and jazz and blues. Also, that people need to overcome the language barrier because in rap, a lot of times it's not the language that you're taught in schools. It's more like street language, and there's a lot of slangs used. And if you're a first-time listener, you might have a hard time with all these new concepts that we use in rap.
All right. Now that your new album is coming out, do you have anything behind it? What is your main aim behind the album?
My main aim behind the album is to not to make people realize that rap is not violent. That it depends on how the artist is gonna portray his story across to you. Not everything is violent. Tupac's song "Dear Mama" was voted as one of the most influential songs ever. So you can tell that rap is making a big progress.
Who do you think opposes rap? Who do you think misinterprets rap?
That's a tough question, to tell you the truth. In my experience, it's been a lot of rocker kids. I mean, I'm not. We borrow from rock, so I don't know why. A lot of rappers do borrow from rock, like Eminem borrows from rock, and also a lot of older generation people, maybe because they're used to like the blues and the jazz of their time, so they view it differently.
Why do you think they do that?
I think this happens because in the music that they're usually acquainted with, they listen to, there's singing involved, but in rap it's a little bit different. It's more like talking. But and so people think that it requires no skills, whereas in truth it has a lot of skills. Rap is like poetry. You need to be able to be a good poet, but also what people don't get is it doesn't mean that you're gonna be good just because you might be a good poet. You need to be able to rhyme over the beat. You need to be able to switch your flow up. and stuff like that. Just because you can write some poetry doesn't always mean you're gonna be a great rapper.
Now that DJ 4N has shared his thoughts with us, here's what Jay-Z had to say about how his music has evolved.
When I first started writing raps, I didn't have any real, I was a kid. I started like I was 9 years old, so I didn't have real life experiences. So the thing I drew off was being creative. It was more about the technique than what I was saying. I was trying to say things in different ways. So that's doing faster flows and triplet styles, and I was exploring all that. It was more a technical thing. And as I started getting out and getting more and more real life experiences and, experiencing real emotions and going through
To watch this documentary, please go to www.newsflash.com. Thanks for watching this documentary. My name is Kofi Sarfo, reporting for Newsflash.
Kane is in the building.